we've got two short presentations to introduce you to one of the key programs the APVI is involved in, which is the IEA programs on photovoltaics and on solar heating and cooling. So the first presentation is from Daniel Mugnier from the IEA program. He's now the PVPS chair. And he's going to talk to you briefly about what the program entails, how Australia is involved. Thank you, Daniel.
Hello, all. I'm Daniel Mugnier. I'm very, very happy to be invited and to give you some aspect from our IEA photovoltaic power system program. So I'm French, as you can see with my accent, but I'm very happy to diffuse my voice to Australia. I really like, and as I have the honor, you can see that to share this program. Our program is among the IEA family, and of course you will see a lot of presentation related to this program during the conference. You can see in my slideshow that I will give you in a few minutes, in a nutshell, a flavor of what is our PVPS program. 27 countries covering 5 continents, 32 members, 4 associations, and our aim is really and very simply to give a truly global and unbiased network of PV expertise. It's really our genetics, and we have the chance to represent main stakeholders in R&D, industry, implementation, and policy. We are covering a large majority of worldwide production, application, and market, and I will present you shortly the different tasks we are ongoing. And of course, our mission is to enhance the international collaborative efforts, which facilitates the role of photovoltaic solar energy as a cornerstone in the transition to sustainable energy systems. So that's words, but I will give you more details. And the really brand new aspect is I have the honor to be chair from last April, and from October, we have a new executive secretary, Emily Mitchell from UNSW from Australia. She's based now in Germany, but I'm very proud that to collaborate with Emily. So it was just a few words. So really to give you the very big importance of our program is just that, this figure. You all know PV is increasing incredibly. We are now the majority renewable energy or renewable electricity. And you see that in the next years from IEA, Renewable Energy Market Report we have just published, we are booming, and we have to deal with that and to make a great job. You see our membership, we are covering the different continents, and that's really giving you that we are everywhere, far more or less, in a lot of places. We would like to be more, but then it permits us to have a very big share of what can be innovating, and we are really proud of it. You see our different 8 active tasks. It's starting from strategic PV analysis and outreach, and then we are covering the very key topics at the moment in the sector. And again, you will see during the conference a lot of presentation, including this. PV and transport, task 17, present in Australia, task 18, managed by an Australian expert, and off-grid, and of course, PV sustainability and PV performance, quality, and reliability are really the pillars, which are really strongly supported by Australia. But you see, that's not the only one. We have as well BITV. Why for that? We address the terawatt challenge, understanding markets, providing fact sheets, tracking the latest innovation, preparing, for example, in task 14, 100% renewable energy systems with high level of renewable energy in electric networks, which is really of importance in Australia. And of course, we are studying an important new field of application, especially in task 17 with solar mobility. And then we push a lot for communication and dissemination. In terms of publication, we publish numerous technical reference reports. And of course, APVI is strongly disseminating this in Australia and in the continent. And we have flagship reports, snapshot, trends. You can see the latest one. You can see them in the PVPS website, and really just recently, just published, we had one on BIPV policies in Italy. And of course, we are organizing events, conferences. We are taking part to EU PVSEC, and of course, your conference. We are very happy. And I think that's all in a nutshell for me today. And I really hope we will have a very great conference together. And I'm very proud again to help to introduce it. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Daniel. It's really great to be involved in the IEA PVPS program and brings great benefit to Australia. So the next presenter is Kirsten Kruger. She's the chair of a similar program, the solar heating and cooling of the IEA program. And she's calling in from Germany today. So again, sorry for the time differences for everybody, but it's really great to hear from her as well. So I'll just see if I can share her presentation. Kirsten, are you online?
Muriel, if I may, I think Kirsten has a problem for connection, and she asked me by email if she cannot join as the time is running very fast. Right. I could maybe help by being the French, maybe representative of SHC, which I think it's really a backup. I'm sorry, I'm really not, I'm not vice chair. I was formerly chair of this TCP, and but then maybe I could replace Kirsten really on the last minute, if you allow me.
Yeah.
So maybe very rapidly, and yeah, I don't want to substitute, but IEA SHC, as it's named, is solar heating and cooling. So we are speaking about solar thermal, and our this mission is through multidisciplinary international collaborative research and knowledge exchange, as well as market and policy action. Solar heating and cooling TCP works to increase the deployment rate of solar heating and cooling systems. So you see that it's about heating and cooling, and I know from the past and my experience that cooling is really, with solar, is really a key aspect in Australia, in your continent, in the continent. And then you see that this really deployed different very key tasks, key works. Task 61 is about daylight and electricity lighting, with Australian participant from QUT. Task 62, which is really important as well, about industrial water and wastewater management, with Professor Michael Duke from Victoria. SHC is dealing as well with solar neighborhood planning, cities with Mark Snow, and maybe a central aspect for the future in Australia is about solar process heat, and even in the region. And some of you know already, participant is Ken Guthrie, former SHC chair. And as I said, and I really like this approach, solar cooling from Sunbelt regions, with Yu Hei from Melbourne University. And of course, there are new tasks such as solar energy buildings, heating, cooling, electricity, and e-mobility is really to try to reach high level of solar in buildings, and very revolutionary. And last but not least, about efficient solar district heating system, which is new, but could be of interest as well. So you see a very big portfolio. You see that it can be seen in section 4, 5, yes, with particular topic attached to solar cooling and some others. And there are ongoing new project or task, it's called in SHC, especially driven by Australian entities like UNSW, managing this project of task on smart solar hot water for 2030. So Australia is involved, as well as China leading task development. So that's really important to mention it. And we have even private sector with RIM as subtask leader, and that's really pushing this hot topic, I would say, about PV powered water heating as well as thermosiphon revolutionary water heating systems. So that's really the latest, and there is a project of daylighting a new task following task 61 with Veronica Garcia Hansen from QUT. So as well as for PVPS, solar heating and cooling is really strongly in publishing. We have various actions in the framework of Solar Academy with webinars. We have now more friendly hours for Australian participants according to these webinars, because they are using 2 time zones. One is for let's say Oceanian continents, Oceanian region, which is really great. There is now a decent time for attending these webinars. And of course, our flagship report on markets called Solar Heat Worldwide, which can be found in the SHC website. You can see in small letters. And we are going to organize among solar heating and cooling a specific conference called ESS Eurosun in September 2022 in Kassel, Germany. And I really would like and really hope it will be possible for you to travel to Kassel in September 2022. And last but not least, during this event, there is a project of a solar award. Applications are now open, which is about this year recognition of a solar heating and cooling project to reduce energy consumption and cost in social housing sector, which really is a very interesting approach, because mixing social aspect and renewable energy, which is really one theme of this ongoing century, of course. So saying that, I think, and I'm sorry, I'm backing up Kerstin. The voice would have been much better than mine, and Ken Guthrie, the 2 presenters, which unfortunately had technical problems to attend. And again, sorry from them, and I hope I was not too bad for that. So, Muriel, the floor is yours, and again, sorry.
Thank you, Daniel, for stepping in at the last minute.